A single app that does it all, from messaging and photos to sharing information. It even handles payment transactions for anything you need or do in a day. That basically is what's at stake for anyone in the U.S. who uses WeChat. Though according to U.S. officials, there's a hidden cost that comes with it, too. WeChat, or Weixin as it's called in China, is a super app that's so ubiquitous here, it's actually hard to function without it. 1 billion users are dependent for messaging, group chats, voice and video calls, photo timelines called moments. You use it to pay for stuff, to order pizza, groceries, get a loan, even sell things in a WeChat store. That WeChat does it all is exactly the problem for U.S. officials, who say the platform is heavily censored and monitored by China's government, that it's a propaganda messaging tool that poses a danger to the privacy and data security of Americans who use it.
Thank you very much, everyone.
President Trump issued an executive order last month to ban WeChat and to block its transactions. The ban was supposed to take effect on Sunday, until a court in California said not so fast. It granted an injunction to a group calling itself the U.S. WeChat Users Alliance, which is suing the Trump administration, saying a ban is unconstitutional and that it violates users' due process and free speech rights. There's upwards of 19 million users in the U.S., according to Apptopia. The lawsuit argues the ban targets Chinese Americans who use it to stay in touch with people here in China. Victor Shi is among them. He lives in Illinois.
My mom and my dad, they use WeChat to help Chinese businesses and Chinese restaurants during COVID. So it has a lot of functionalities, but for me, primarily, it's just staying connected with my family out in China and some of my friends out in China as well.
Seems kind of crazy that Americans are going to have to use a VPN to access a Chinese app.
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah.
Victor, who's 18, is also using WeChat groups to share news ahead of the election. He's a Democrat. His parents voted for Trump in 2016.
Once the Trump administration announced that it would ban WeChat from app stores, their reaction was really different, and they were kind of angered. They were confused as to why this ban would occur. So far, just in my community, a lot of the Chinese American parents, no matter what the political affiliation is, they're quite disturbed by what's been going on with WeChat.
WeChat is not without its critics or security concerns. The app does sort of know everything. And recently, some users in China had payment functions frozen until they provided information like occupation and source of income. That WeChat is monitored is widely assumed. The University of Toronto's Citizen Lab has studied words, phrases, and images that seem to get blocked on WeChat. Anything that can be seen as political, sensitive, or not in line with official thinking tends to disappear. I did this demonstration. Tencent, the company that owns WeChat, called the proposed ban unfortunate and says it provides the highest standards of user privacy and data security. It also points out that WeChat and Weixin are effectively two separate apps with different servers. But for users, there's crossover all the time. The resources are linked. China's foreign ministry has reacted harshly to the U.S. plan, likening it to bullying. American businesses are also pushing back. Apple, Ford, Walmart, and Disney are all apparently warning the White House of adverse consequences if WeChat is banned. It would be harder for them to reach China's lucrative consumer market, and it would be a tough sell for a smartphone maker like Apple to have an app store without access to WeChat. The U.S. Justice Department has been raising concerns about China's, quote, appetite for large volumes of sensitive personal data. It says WeChat is also used to harass activists and to influence Chinese students in the U.S. So what will American users do if WeChat goes? There's still a lot of confusion about what a ban on WeChat would look like. The language in the executive order is fairly vague. American businesses are hoping to get it narrowed down so they have some clarity, while American users are hoping the legal case against the ban will work.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here. And click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.